rate of change of velocity. Okay. So it is acceleration due to gravity. So gravity is the acceleration. Okay. So what is it? So when an object falls towards the earth, there is a change in its acceleration due to the gravitational force of the earth. So this acceleration is called as acceleration due to gravity. So whenever a object is falling, it is in a motion. Okay, the object is in motion. So what that means? The object is accelerating towards the surface of the earth. Earth surface side को मुझे accelerate करूँगी. Thus velocity कौन होगी? Increase करियो. जितने earth हट गया सिर्फ object है, तो velocity से increase करियो. So the object is accelerating towards the surface of the earth. So what that means? So that means is there is a change of acceleration. That means the acceleration is increasing. Okay. So that acceleration is called as acceleration due to gravity. That means that acceleration is changing due to the gravitational force of Earth. As it is nearing towards the Earth, the acceleration is increasing. Okay. That means the acceleration is changing from a certain quantity to a large quantity. Okay. It is increasing. Okay, rapidly. So that acceleration of the object is called as acceleration due to gravity. So the acceleration due to gravity is denoted by g. Okay, so it is acceleration due to gravity. What is that definition? So you get to know that when an object falls towards the earth, there is a change in the acceleration due to gravitational force of the earth. That acceleration is called as acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity is denoted by g. So these are the 3 points you should always mention in order to get 3 marks. Okay, so it will come out as a question of 3 marks. Okay, so the unit of g is same as the unit of acceleration. Unit of acceleration you already know in the chapter of motion, also in the chapter of force and laws of motion. It is meter per second square. Okay, so next come to mathematical expression for g. Okay, so what is the mathematical expression for g? You already know the unit of g. So what is the mathematical expression for g? For the second law of motion, from the second law of motion, Newton's second law of motion, we get to know that force is the product of mass and acceleration. From the second law of motion. Okay. So if the acceleration is replaced by acceleration due to gravity, if this acceleration is replaced by acceleration due to gravity, so here, therefore the force will be mass into acceleration due to gravity, mg. Okay. So what the universal law of gravitation? There is also another equation we will find. Universal law of gravitation is F equal to capital G, capital M into small m by d square. So if we combine the equation 1 and the equation 2, you will find this equation. So mg small m small g is equal to capital G, capital M, small m by d square. So we get to know from the two laws, Newton's gravitational law and Newton's second law of motion. You just combine both of them because the force is same in both of the case. So you will find here the small m on both the side will be cancelled. You will get g is equal to capital G, capital M by d square. Okay. So what is m here? So m is the mass of the earth. So capital M is the mass of the earth. D is the distance between the object and the earth. D is the distance between the object and the earth. For objects near on the surface of the earth, distance d is equal to the radius of the earth. So listen here, if the object is on the surface of the earth, okay, if the object is on the surface of earth, so this is earth and this is the object. If the object is on the surface of the earth, the distance will be equal to radius. Okay. So earth is taken as a spherical object, so it must have a radius. Okay, that radius is equal to r. So what will be the distance between the object and the center of the earth? That is taken as the radius of the earth is taken as the distance between the object and the center of the earth. Okay, so we can write this equation, small g equation, as g equal to capital G, capital M by capital R square. So why we change the d in d as r? So we have taken d, we have replaced d as r because r is the distance between the object and the center of the earth. So why we have taken here as r? Because the object is on the surface of the earth. So that is all about how to find out the mathematical expression for g. So in this way, we have already find out the mathematical expression for g. So what are the different factors affecting the value of g? How the factors g is affected? So you must know here how the factors, how the value of g is affected. Okay, so if we go to the earth, okay, so if we observe the earth, so earth is something like not a perfect sphere. Okay, you almost know that earth is not a perfect sphere. Okay, so its radius at the poles and the radius at the equator is totally different. Its radius at equator, okay, so everyone just mute it, okay, and listen carefully. Radius at equator is greater than the radius at pole. Okay, so Earth radius at equator, Earth radius at equator is greater than the Earth radius at pole. Okay. So this is the Earth radius at pole because this is North Pole and this one is in South Pole. And this is the equatorial region. Okay, so it will be the radius of Earth at the equator and that is radius of Earth at the poles. Okay, so here we get to know that the radius of Earth and the at the equator, radius of Earth at the pole. So if we put them in the equation 3, so it will be g equal to g into capital M by RE. So if it will be equator, okay, the equatorial, the radius at the equator will be greater. So the value of g will be less. So the value of g at equator, okay, so just remind here, the value of g at equator is less. Okay, so it is less. The value of g at equator is less in comparison to the value of g at pole. So value of g at pole will be greater than the value of g at equator. Okay, so acceleration due to gravity at pole is greater than the acceleration due to gravity at equator. So that is the one kind of a short question. So remember, okay, if we go to at a larger height, the value of d decreases. Okay, if we go to larger height from the surface of Earth, okay, if we go to certain height from the surface of Earth, the value of g will also decrease. So when the value of g will increase, if we will go inwards the surface of Earth, okay, if we will go to the interior of the surface of Earth, okay, interior, if we will go to the interior of the surface of Earth, so what will the value of g? The value of g will increase. Interior. If we go to the interior of the Earth, the value of g increase. Okay, g will increase. The value of g will increase. Okay, so similarly, so what will the value of g at the center of the Earth? The value of g at the center of Earth, okay, at the center of Earth, the value of g will be 0. Just remember it, the value of g at the center of Earth is 0. So you got to know what is its value at the center of Earth, what is its value at the two poles, what is its value at the equator. Okay, so any one of the short question will come out from these 2-3 points. Okay, so now how to calculate the value of small g. How to calculate the value of small g. So look at here, the value of universal gravitational constant, the capital G, 6.67 or 6.66 or 6.7 into 10 to the power minus 11. So this is also one of the short question you will find in your exam, and you must have to write its SI unit, that is Newton meter square per kg square. So mass of the Earth M is equal to G 6 into 10 to the power 24 per kg. Okay, so mass of the Earth M is equal to 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. Okay. So what is the mass of the moon? Anyone who can say what is the mass of the moon? So mass of the moon is 6 into 10 to the power 22 kg. Okay, so that is the difference between the Earth and moon. Okay, so just remember it, that kg. So mass of the earth is 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. Mass of the moon is 6 into 10 to the power 22 kg. The radius of earth is 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter. What is the radius of moon? The radius of moon, also remember, that is also one of the short question you will find. So radius of moon is just divided by 4. Okay, so 4, if we divide it by 4, it will be 1.6 into 10 to the power 6 meter. 1.6 into 10 to the power 6 meter. So the radius of moon is 1.6 into 10 to the power 6 meter. So putting all these values in equation 3 we will get. So putting all these values in equation 3. So just put the value of capital G, capital M and capital R in this equation 3. So this is the equation 3. We'll put all these values. Okay, just remember it. 6 into 10 to the power 24. The mass of the earth. 6.4 into 10 to the power 6. The radius of the earth. And this value is mostly important. Okay. So now here we have put all the values of in the equation. So what are the equation? Small g equal to capital G, capital M divided by r square. So we have put all the equation in this, all the values in this equation. So what do we get? The value of small g is 9.8. So you can take it in the numerical problems. The value of small g as 9.8 or small g is equal to 10 meter per second square. Kindly all of you mute your phone. Okay. So thus the value of the acceleration due to gravity of the earth is g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square or 10 meter per second square. Always remember this. Okay. Value of small g. Difference between gravitational constant and gravitational acceleration. What is the difference between gravitational constant and gravitational acceleration? So here you see first one, its value is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. So that is the difference between the capital G and small g. It is also one of the short question, okay, like 2 or 3 mark type. So the capital G is scalar quantity, the small g is a vector quantity. Its value always remains constant. The value of g is always constant wherever you go. Okay, if you go to the Mars or the moon or to the sun or to any galaxy or to different parts of the world, you will find always the value of g as constant. But the value of small g will always vary. Okay, it always varies according to its position and environment. The value of capital G, the SI unit of capital G is Newton meter square per kg square, but the value of small g is meter per second square. Okay, so next come to the motion of the object under the influence of gravitational force of the earth. So how the motion of the object under the influence of gravitational force of the earth? We already know the equation of motion, 3 equations of motion. So first one is V is equal to U plus AT. V is equal to U plus AT, the first equation of motion. Second is S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Half AT square. UT plus half AT square. And the last one is V square minus U square equal to 2AS. 2AS. V square minus Q square equal to 2AS. Okay, so that is the equation all about. So here if we will take the acceleration as g, if we will replace g, small g, in the place of acceleration, we will find these equations. Okay, so everything will remain same except the s, the distance will be taken as height. So in place of distance s, we will taken it as h height, and in place of acceleration we will take small g. Okay, then we will find these equations. So v is equal to u plus GT, that is GT. Okay, so now H is wrong here. So B is equal to U plus AT. In the place of A, we have taken as G. So B is equal to U plus GT. And the second equation is the equation of height is A is equal to UT plus half GT square. In the place of A, we have taken G. In the place of S, we have taken S. Then it is B square equal to U square plus 2AS. So from the second equation, third equation of motion, B square minus U square equal to 2AS. B square equal to U square plus 2AS. So in the place of S, we have taken as H. Okay, so B square equal to U square plus 2GH. So the value of G is taken as positive in the case of object is moving towards the earth. Okay, so here is the earth. Okay, so you are playing in your school playground. So you are just throwing a stone upward. You are just throwing a stone upward. So what will happen to its gravitational acceleration due to gravity? The value of acceleration due to gravity, small g, will be negative when the stone is going upward. When the stone is going upward, the value of g, what is the value of g? 9.8. That 9.8 will be negative. That means minus 9.8. Okay. If it is falling downward, if the stone is falling downward, then the value of g will be positive. It is also one of the short question. Okay, the value of where the value of g is positive, where the value of g is negative. Anything falling downward is positive, anything going upward is negative. Okay, so remember in this way. So next come to mass and weight. So what is mass and what is weight? Okay, so there is always a confusion about the mass and weight. So whenever you are saying your weight is 50 kg, what you are saying? You are always saying that your weight is 50 kg, but actually that is not your weight, but actually that is your mass. Okay, 50 kg is your mass. Okay, so please all of you mute your phone. Okay, so the mass of a body is the quantity of matter contained in it. Okay, so mass of a body is the quantity of matter contained in a body. Already you get to know that what is mass. Mass is the amount of matter contained in a body, that is within the body. So what is also the other points of mass is a scalar quantity. Okay, what is the meaning of scalar quantity? Anything which having only magnitude, having no direction. Then is mass of a body is always remains constant. You know, wherever you go, either you go to the Mars, Moon, to the Sun, to the Venus, or you remain at the Earth, your mass will be always constant. But there are also some certain exceptions. So what is the exception? The exception is when you travel above the speed of light. Okay, you know the speed of light, how much time it take. Okay, so when the light travels from the sun's surface towards the earth's surface. So kindly remember, listen clearly. So when the light travels from sun towards the earth, when the light travels from sun towards the earth, so light have a certain speed. So how much time it take? It take 8.8 minute 19 second, something like that. 18 minute 19 second. If I am wrong, you could make me right. Okay, so 8 minute 19 second. Okay. So light have a certain speed also. Okay, so it is almost all about 3 to 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, so speed of light is, what is the speed of light? This is the thing that we also need to remember. It is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. The speed of light, meter per second. So I am writing meter per second because I am just saying about its velocity or speed. So whenever an object is traveling above the speed of light, ओके, अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट स्पीड की लाइट से ज्यादा स्पीड से ट्रैवल करेगा तो उसका मास चेंज हो जाएगा. सो मास विल नॉट चेंज एज लॉन्ग एज द बॉडी और द ऑब्जेक्ट इज ट्रैवलिंग लेस देन द स्पीड ऑफ लाइट. अगर स्पीड की लाइट से बहुत ज्यादा स्पीड से जाएगा तो उसका मास चेंज होगा. neither its mass will always remain constant. Okay, so that is also one of the important point. Okay, it may not come in your exam, but that you should remember. So SI unit of mass is taken in kilogram, also as gram in CGS unit. Okay, gram. So mass of a body can never be zero. Okay, its mass can never be zero. Okay, if we travel in above the speed of light, its mass can be increased, but the mass of a body will never become zero. Okay, that are all the points about mass. So you could easily remember 2-3 points like what is the definition of mass, either it is scalar or vector, it's scalar, okay, mass always remains constant, SI unit is kg or gram, and its mass never becomes 0. So all are easy points that I have taken for you, okay. So next come to weight. So what is weight? So weight is always depend on two fundamental quantities. So what are the different two fundamental quantities? Weight will depend on the mass of the object. Weight will depend on the mass of the object and the acceleration due to gravity. So weight will depend on these two components, the mass of the object and the acceleration due to gravity. So here some similarity between weight and force. The amount of force a object, suppose a book is on the table, so the amount of force the book is applying on the surface of the table is also equal to the weight of the book. बुक का वेट जितना होगा, ओके, बुक का वेट जितना होगा, the amount of force, the same amount of force the book will also apply on the surface of the table. So the weight of the book, okay, is equal to the amount of force it is applying on the surface of the table. So W equal to mg. That means the mass of the book into g. So here I have taken book as an imaginary conception for your better understanding. So the force with which an object is attracted, the force with which the object is attracted towards the center of the earth is called weight of the object. So what is weight of the object? The force with which, that means humanly the object here, okay, the force with which a object or the human are attracted towards the surface of the earth, that is called as the weight of the object or the weight of the human, weight of the animal, weight of the anything, any object, okay. So as we know, force equal to ma, if we will take replace a as g, okay, so acceleration due to gravity. So जहाँ पे gravity काम करेगा वहाँ पे in the place of acceleration you should take g as acceleration due to gravity. So F is equal to mg. We know here the force of attraction is also equal to weight. Force of attraction का मतलब ही weight है. So W equal to mg here. As weight always acts vertically downward, as the weight always acts vertically downward. Okay, so how the weight acts? The weight acts vertically downward. Okay, अगर कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट को हम किसी भी टेबल के ऊपर रखेंगे या अर्थ का सरफेस के ऊपर रखेंगे तो its weight will always act towards the downward of the earth. Okay, so weight has both magnitude. The weight has both magnitude and direction. Because it is known as force, okay, so weight is also a vector quantity. So here we also get to know another point, that is weight is a vector quantity. What about the mass? Mass is a scalar quantity. What is the direction of the weight? The direction of weight is vertically downward. Okay, so the weight of a body changes from place to place. Okay, suppose you are on earth, your weight is something like 56 kg. Your weight is 56 kg. So when you go to the surface of the moon, so what will be your weight? So your weight will definitely change. Okay, so it will be divided by 6. On the surface of the moon, your weight will be divided by 6. It will be nearly equal to 10 or 9 kg on the surface of the moon. So you can see on the YouTube videos that when any person will go to the surface of the moon, if he will jump, he will nearly get himself to nearly 3 or 4 foot height. Okay, so as weight always acts vertically downward, therefore weight has both magnitude and direction. It's a vector quantity. We get to know the weight of the body always changes from place to place. If you go to different place, your weight will be different. If you are in mass, your weight will be different. If you are on the surface of earth, your weight will be different. On the surface of sun, it will be different. Okay, on every place, its weight will be different. Also, on the surface of earth, if you go to the poles, okay, if you go to the north or the south pole, your weight will be different as compared to your weight at the equator. Okay, and the SI unit of weight is Newton. What is the SI unit of weight? Is Newton. Why we have taken as Newton? Because the unit of force is also Newton. That is why we have taken the unit of weight as Newton. Okay, so weight of the object becomes 0 if g equal to 0. So where g is equal to 0, anyone who could remember me? The value of g is 0 at the center of earth. If you go to the center of the earth, you will feel weightless. Okay, also in the space the value of weight is 0. So here the most important thing about the relation between the earth and moon. Okay, so that is always a question I always prefer to put it in your exam पे हमेशा ये question में I always make that question in your exam. Okay, exam oriented question है. So listen, weight of an object on the surface of moon. Weight of an object on the surface of moon. ये इक्वेशन हमको प्रूव करना है. That is 1/6 weight of an object on the surface of moon is equal to 1/6 of the weight of an object on the surface of Earth. If you are on the surface of Earth, your weight is 48 kg. If your weight is 48 kg on the surface of Earth, on the surface of Earth, your weight is 48 kg. So what will be your weight on the surface of moon? If you will go to moon, what will be your weight? Your weight will be only 8 kg on the surface of moon. Okay. So mass of an object is same on the Earth as well as on the moon. So mass will always remain constant, but weight is different. Weight will be different. So how it is different? Just look at it. Weight of an object is given as, you already know W equal to mg. Okay. So also the value of W equal to this W. So what is this W? Okay, so this W is you already know the universal law of gravitation. So according to universal law of gravitation, capital G, capital M into small m, that means the according to universal law of gravitation, the force is directly proportional to the product of the masses of the two objects and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the two objects, and G here is the constant. So force of gravitation is also equal to the weight of the object. So here the weight of the object is also be equal to the equation of universal law of gravitation. So W equal to capital G into capital M small m by R square here. Okay, so if we combine both the equations, here we get to know from this equation we can write the equation of an object on the surface of Earth. Okay, so the weight of an object on the surface of Earth will be given. So in the place of W we have taken WE, weight of an object on the surface of Earth. That is why we symbolize it as WE, and G as the gravitational constant. It is always constant, so there will be no change. And then it is capital M, ME. Okay, so that is for mass of the object on the surface of Earth, and small m, the object of the mass of the object, and RE is the distance between the object and the center of the Earth. So here we get to know all the facts. Okay, so similarly, weight of an object on the surface of moon. Weight of an object on the surface of moon, that will be G into weight of an object, mass of the Earth, that is the mass of an object on the surface of moon, and small m. Okay, small m is the mass of the object, and Rm is the radius of moon. Okay, radius of the moon. Okay, so these are wrong. Okay, wrongly printed. Mass of moon, and the radius of moon, Rm, radius of moon. Okay, so mm is the mass of moon, Rm is the radius of moon. So if we divide equation 1 by equation 2, so that is the equation 1, and this is the equation 2. Okay, so here we have divided the equation 1 by equation 2. So what you will write here? Divide the equation 1 by equation 2. So in the left side there is WE. So WE will be divided by weight of the object on Earth will be divided by weight of the object on moon will be divided. So WE by WM is equal to capital G. So this equation, capital G into capital ME into small m by RE square into, we have just to make it as a reciprocal because it will be divided. So division will be replaced by multiplication when it will be reciprocal. Okay, so we have just inversed it. Okay, so WE by WM is equal to ME by MM into RM by RE square. Okay, so here m and m cancel, and g and g also cancel. Okay, so what remain, we have just written it here. Okay, so rm square by re square, so rm by re whole square we have written as that. Okay, so next get to know. So already I have told you the mass of the earth is equal to 100 times the mass of the moon. Okay, so remember this point, the mass of the earth is 100 times the mass of the moon, and radius of earth is 4 times the radius of a moon. Radius of earth is 4 times the radius of a moon. So we by wm, e by wm. So in the place of me, mass of the earth, we have taken 100 into mass of the moon. Okay, so this value we have put in the equation. Suppose this is the equation 4. Okay, we have put in the equation 4. So here we get in the place of radius of earth we have taken 4 rm. Okay, so we have put it here. So if we make the open the bracket, so it will be rm square by 16 rm square. So rm square, rm will be cancelled. So 1 by 4 square of 1 by 4, it will be 1 by 16. So m and m both will be cancelled. rm and rm will be also cancelled. So 100 1 by 4 का square कितना हो जाएगा 16. Okay, so it will be 1 by 16. So 100 by 16 equal to 6.25. That will be approximately 6. Okay, so we by wm equal to 6. So wm will be, okay, so look at here, we equal to, from this equation we will write it as we equal to 6 wm. So what will be wm? So wm, so only wm will be equal to 1 by 6. So 6 will come into that side. 6 is multiplied here on this side. On that side it will be reciprocal. Okay, so w. So that is the this is the equation you have to prove. Okay, that will be of a 5-mark question. So that is the complete of the relation between the weight of an object on the surface of moon and the surface of earth. Okay, so here the weight of an object on the moon is equal to 1 by 6. 1 by 6 its weight on the earth. Okay, so that is the complete of the topic. So now it's your duty to complete the exercise. So we will also discuss on the next class the exercise. Okay, so